Hi guys, thank you for joining me. This is JB. Welcome to my channel. Really good to have you here. I just wanted to do a quick video about this upcoming new moon in Aries, which is on the 11th of April. And I'm really excited about this new moon. It's a very dynamic one. And you'll have to forgive me for the noise in the background, but I just thought, you know what? There's a lot of activity going on, and I thought that's very Aries. People getting on, moving forward, and that's very much the theme of this new moon. So I'm really excited to share with you. I noticed something just about the planetary arrangements here. If you look at the outer planets, so we've got Pluto, where have we got Neptune there in Pisces, and then Uranus hanging out in Taurus. These are the outer or collective planets, so they talk about collective energies, okay? They go in really, really rough periods between yin signs and yang signs. And I just noticed that they're all, on this particular day, all of the outer planets are in these yin signs. So that's the more receptive energy, okay? It's like the minus side of the battery, if you like. I found it striking that the collective energies are in yin planets, but every planet from the Sun to the Moon, right out to Saturn. So these are the personal or collective, not collective, societal energies, okay? Jupiter and Saturn are more sort of societal energies. All of those are in yang signs. So that's a very dynamic energy. I see this day as, and remember it's a new moon, so it's a day to set intentions for new projects. New is very much the operative word here with Aries. And I see this moment as, I had this image of like the dough with then this cookie cutter that's able to, with this dynamic energy, break free. There's this real sense of fire, dynamic action with Aries, which I'm really excited about. Everyone's been talking about the grand conjunction which happened with these guys, Jupiter and Saturn, in Aquarius on the 22nd of December last year, which started this new 200-year cycle in air. And yeah, again, a masculine or positive energy. And on this day, on the 11th, there's so much action in the yang sign. So I just wanted to point that out because I just found that really striking. And I feel that this is a moment where you can really break free on a personal level, actually. If there's any enterprise you'd like to start, this is the day to set the intentions. And so yeah, so we've got the Sun and Moon in Aries here. Who's the ruler of Aries? It's Mars. Mars is hanging out here in Gemini. So all this action here in Aries that we've got, so we've got the Sun and the Moon, they're in conjunction, that's why it's a new moon. We've also got Mercury, communication, and Venus, our values, our loves, all hanging out in Aries. So lots of personal energies here. Aries ruled by Mars, as I said, in Gemini, which is ruled by Mercury. So we've got this mutual reception going on, okay, between our willpower, our drive, which is Mars, and this exploration, this sense of communication and opening our minds with Mercury. Mercury is very much about learning. Mars in Gemini really infuses that desire to learn more about the world, keep an open mind, maybe change your mind about things, or just get ideas, Mercury, about how to drive forward, which is Aries. Okay, so these two energies are very much at play on this day. I love the energy of Aries. It's something I have, it's very scarce in my chart, the fire energy, but I love Aries. I think it's a very brave energy. It's very much about act now and think later. And that's what you need sometimes, right? You just walk through the fire, and it's such a courageous energy, Aries. So I think a lot of us have been percolating and thinking about, you know, what to do next the last year or so. This is a day to grab the bull by the horns and just go for it. The operative word is action, I feel, with Aries. Just do it. Just whatever it is, just do it. Start it. As I said, I've got almost no fire myself, so I need to hear this message myself, this particular message. What do I love about this chart? Well, I love the trine between Mars and Jupiter. Mars, as I said, that's our action, our assertion, our willpower. Jupiter is a very benevolent planet. He's got this protectoring energy, and he's all about expansion, new horizons. So there's this very bold, optimistic energy here, great support from Aquarius. And again, these are air signs, so any new ideas that this might be based on, this new enterprise that you're making. It might be something with more of a humanitarian flavour, with this Aquarius energy. Very well supported. And you know what's really cool? The new moon is actually taking place exactly halfway between these two guys. So I think that's really awesome. I think it's a minor grand trine that you make when you've got this trine and two sextiles here. So very well supported. Yeah, just make sure that it's got that humanitarian nature to it. Okay, so it is me striking out, but it's also got that sense of the collective and the common good of everyone. So it's got that kind of dynamic to it. The only thing I'm slightly worried about is this Venus square Pluto, Venus in Aries squaring Pluto in Capricorn. They're both cardinal signs, so they both kind of want to go their own direction, but they're sort of at loggerheads when they're squaring. Venus, as I said, is our values. Venus has been trailing the Sun for a good couple of weeks now, which has been lovely. But yeah, with Pluto, Pluto is this deep psychic force which is kind of going on in the background. Yeah, so with Pluto squaring, there might be a lack of self-confidence. But you know what? With the overall energy of this chart, it's just so powerful. It's really crackling. It's really forward-thinking, brave, dynamic, enterprising. I just think that this is actually just going to be like another log for the fire, if you know what I mean. Very excited energy. So yeah, I wanted to share that with you and just quickly pull some cards as well, because it's not going to be a long one today. We're just going to ask Spirit any guidance we need on this new moon in Aries. Very much about striking out. It's my values, what I stand for, and I'm going to start something. I'm going to initiate. Might not come to fruition right now, or soon, but I'm going to start it. I'm going to take that action. So Spirit, what's the highest and best messages you can give for us collectively for this Aries new moon, please? We're going to pull a card for the present, a card for the near future, and a card for the near past. Look at that. So what have you got for us? Let's start with the past, why not? Temperance, balancing. We were talking about that Sagittarius South Node. This, to me, I feel there's something about a collective shadow that we've been integrating. I know 2 videos I've done now where the moon's been going over that South Node, and I think that it's just been a great chance to see what our triggers are. Triggers are always an amazing way to, see what really irks you, and it's a way of, it brings it to light, doesn't it? And it means you can smooth out those creases. You always come out more whole in the end. It kind of shows you the most painful bit of your psyche, the bit you really, really find hard to love. And I feel that this is what we've been doing here with Temperance. Yeah, this to me is almost like the North and the South Node, actually. It's like finding balance between the past and the future. Angels, amazing. Angelic assistance, should you wish to call on it. There's also this balance here, like you find in the Star card, between the material reality and the, if you like, the 5D or the etheric realms. There's a harmony that's being found. This is very positive, isn't it? This sunrise on the horizon. But yeah, as I was saying, it might be quite a long journey. But don't worry, that's cool. We have done a lot of legwork here, I feel. Spiritual legwork with this Temperance card. We've been balancing inner, outer, left and right brain. We've been talking a lot about that here. So I'm very happy with that energy. That tells us that we've been doing the right things. In the present, Knight of Swords. Okay, so don't be too... This is interesting because I was talking about starting something. I feel that here we're being shown that, yeah, do start it. What am I seeing with this? I feel that there might be a need to be over hasty, okay, particularly with communication, with so much Aries, particularly Mercury in Aries now. So maybe there's a little reminder there to stay balanced, stay grounded, stay in your power. Knight of Swords has kind of got carried away. He might be a bit of a fanatic. So this might be someone who hasn't done this work with the Sagittarius South Node. Okay, Sagittarius South Node is about our beliefs. You could be a bit of a fanatic, yeah, someone who thinks that my way is the only way and I'm not going to listen to anyone. because the North Node is pointing us to Gemini, which is that open-minded research. That's quite an interesting card, actually. I wasn't expecting that, but yeah, there's a little caveat there that yeah, do start things, but keep yourself centered, keep yourself grounded as well. Because what are we moving towards? Ah, how beautiful is that? I love the gold here in both these two cards. It tells us that. Well, I mean, it's just gold. It's the sun, isn't it? It's very optimistic. So with the little warning here with the Knight of Swords, we do have this glorious energy of a new start and something that's really tangible. As I said, yeah, this is what I was talking about, this long-term thing. It is just a start. The page is a kind of babyish energy. It's a new start, but look, it's a pentacle. And this is very much about the Gemini North Node as well, I think, because this is often called the scholar card. It's about learning something new, taking a new stance, taking a new position, maybe seeing things from the other's point of view. So I do get good feelings with this spread around more collective unity. Mars in Gemini and the North Node in Gemini. Mars in Gemini is really going to fuel that division, I'm afraid. Gemini is a very dualistic sign. But I get a lovely feeling from this card that look, we're just in the early stages of reaping the harvest. Look at these tiny little flowers. Look at the furrows in the field. I really like that. It feels really exciting. It feels really new. I wonder if I should pull a card or two about that. What should we pull a card on? I'm feeling quite confident about these. I might even pull a card on the Knight of Swords, actually, because that's the only one I had any confusion on. So please tell us what we need to focus on. Do we need to be a little more grounded as we set these intentions? Do we need to maybe hold back when we are expressing our opinions? What's all this about, this Knight of Swords in the reverse in the present moment, please? Two of Cups in the reverse and the Nine of Cups. Yeah, I do feel there's something about reining it in, actually. The Two of Cups in the reverse I see as a kind of mystical marriage. I would take that very much with the Temperance card. The Nine of Cups, wow, the Wish card. Make a wish, guys. What an amazing card to get. So yeah, I feel that here, I mean, these two guys, I know this is in the reverse, but these two are such positive cards. I feel that Spirit's saying that don't worry about it too much, because when I saw this card, I was like, oh, okay. Look at all this gold being fed back in. So this is quite a cold card, but no, we're being shown there's a lot of gold. There's a lot of abundance here. Page of Pentacles and Nine of Cups. This is like having it all, really, the energy of the Nine of Cups. There might be a message here with the Nine of Cups. You need to make a wish, but you need to have crystal clarity about what that wish is. So that might be something to go for. I think that's about it, really. I think I just feel really good about this. I feel that we're in a really good place. There's a lot of alchemical work being done. I always think this is a fire card. It's a Sagittarius energy. And this mystical union here going on in the past. Very happy about that. And look at that wonderful, bright future we've got to look forward to. So yeah, grab the bull by the horns, guys. Just go for it. Just take a risk. That's very Aries. Take a risk, and you know what? What's the worst that can happen? I'm really grateful that you joined me. Please like, subscribe, share, and if you'd like a personal reading, please go to jbshaw.com, where I'd be happy to help you, and I'll see you soon.